Hi, this is Michaela, Guzy, founder of Oh the People You Meet, from my first Burning Man. I set out to the playa with the intention of meeting new people, and I was surprised to meet so many people open to sharing their stories and themselves, making it possible for this temporary utopian society to become a reality for one sleepless week in the Nevada desert just east of Reno. Every year, tens of thousands of people from all walks of life flock to the mecca of larger-than-life art, music exploration, uninhibited expression of one's own creativity, beautiful human interactions, and heartfelt inclusion to become this randomly gathered network of individuals united in the pursuit of experiences beyond the mainstream. And if you're looking for experience, you'll find it here. Burning Man organically grew out of the Cacophony Society's small gatherings on Baker Beach in San Francisco in the late 80s into what is now the makeshift Black Rock City, stretching over 1.6 kilometers in diameter. But the concepts and principles have stayed the same, and each and every burner, as the attendees call themselves, abides by the 10 principles of Burning Man. Radical inclusion, radical self-reliance, radical self-expression, selfless gifting, communal effort, civic responsibility, decommodification, leaving no trace, participation, and immediacy. And all of these are displayed and lived out in the most beautiful ways, freeing everyone to give themselves over to the absolute freedom to be oneself. I hope you too will get the chance to meet this amazing tribe in such a disconnected location, in nature in all its harshness and beauty, surrounded by the creative collaboration of over 70,000 people from across the globe. Let's meet some of these amazing people and let them tell us how Burning Man impacts their lives, both on and off the playa.
Have you been to Burning Man before?
Yes, this is my 6th burn.
Oh, wow. So you're a pro.
Well, you know, I think I've been through this rodeo a few times, but it's always something new.
It's my 2nd Burning Man, and my first one was 10 years ago. It was half the size.
This is Burning Man number 8 for me.
Number 3 for me.
I first came to Burning Man in 2005 as a result of a pinky swear. I met the most phenomenal people I'd ever met in my life.
It's our first Burning Man, and we're mother and son.
So this is just my 2nd, though I feel like it's my 100th. The second I arrived here, I felt very much at home. I've heard about it, and I thought that I knew what it was about. I thought that it was either the sort of rave techno party, people dancing, getting pretty fucked up, or it was an outlet for artists that were at such an extreme level of exhibitionism that made me feel really uncomfortable, and I didn't really fit into either one of those extremes. And as I said, the second that I rolled in the car and I saw the mountains and I saw the empty playa, it just felt exactly like home and felt so connected. And with every day that went by, literally I was almost smacking myself across the head, asking how the hell did I not come 20 years ago when I just heard about it? But, you know, it's never too late.
And there are like change makers here that have like super highly functioning jobs in the world, changing policy, changing the planet.
I am a mom of 3, and I run TEDx Austin and TEDx Youth Austin, and I am a strategic futurist. So I help really big organizations understand where the world is going and how to contribute more relevantly toward it.
Well, I am a high school student.
I run TEDx Shanghai, and I'm TED's ambassador to China or to Asia.
In my real life, I'm an anesthesiologist in Phoenix. I specialize in high-risk labor and delivery patients.
I was just on a tour this morning with the CEO of a major company that we have not yet catered to, and I wasn't selling my services, but the idea that I could meet him in this context and then perhaps do business with him in the outside world is a compelling option to mix the creativity of the playa with the real world of business, where we can see now the lines are becoming increasingly blurred.
The biggest misconceived notion is that it's a party, that it's only a party. There's a lot more going on than just partying and dancing. Now, the partying and dancing is amazing, but there's a lot more going on than that. I always like to say, you take Las Vegas and Tibet and fuse them, and that's what you'll find. Everything in between.
Burning Man allows me to do whatever I want. No rules, not being judged. And it feels good.
It is an environment where everything is accepted. You're allowed to be free.
The idea of being self-reliant and also inclusive and a sense of contribution and participation in something bigger than yourself, and doing it with the intention that everybody else is here to do that as well. And so there haven't been any experiences that I've had in this last 6 years of Burning Man where it's been very clear that it's about me and my time and you're encroaching on my thing. It's much more, you know, oh, this is crazy. We're in the middle of a dust storm. Have you seen that art piece? It's so incredible. It becomes this mind-expanding and heart-opening experience.
Well, the whole Leave No Trace thing really blew me away when I first heard about it. Because if you see Burning Man, if you look at everything here, there's just so much stuff. And the thought that in a week, none of it's going to be here, like, it's really amazing. I mean, I go to high school and if you clean up the hallway, within 2 hours, there's gonna be trash all over it. And just the fact that 70,000 people can build a city and then take it away is really amazing.
It's not like a hippie fest. You really can make this experience however you want. You could come here dead sober for 7 days and still have a phenomenal experience. And I think that is, a misconception. I think that's out there.
I think that to preset your intention of what you want to accomplish is probably the most important thing, because it is easy to just get caught up in the party of it, but there's a lot to offer here. There are so many people that have brought their skills and passions and their generosity and sharing what those are with the community. You have to work to go explore, to find these things, but it's everywhere. It's out there, and you got to just get out. If you stay in one spot and you just kind of follow the loud noise, that will be your lasting impression of what Burning Man is. It's like, oh, it's like a party. It's like, it's not like a party. Did you go to the panels? Did you go to the interactive discussions? Did you spend time like stopping and talking to artists? And it's like, there is a lot of layers here.
What gets the attention in the press are sex, nudity, and drugs. The default world, that's what they associate Burning Man with. Mm-hmm. What I associate Burning Man with primarily is art. And I tell my friends I go to Burning Man for the art, and I can kind of feel their inner eye roll. Like I'm making some sort of excuse, but the art here is incredible. You know, huge sculptures, that are, meticulous. The art cars are, people put in hundreds and hundreds of hours. The performances, it's the TED Talks. There's so much that you can do, and you don't necessarily. It's the sex, drugs, nudity are offered, but you're not obligated to take them.
One of the best things for me about being here is getting involved in giving back to this community instead of just showing up and taking. Like the first time I came here. It was just about getting wasted and partying, getting as crazy as possible. And for some reason, that was empty for me. Getting involved in helping on some level made it much more valuable to me.
I think Burning Man is a really amazing place. It does everything to the extreme. So we need now to kind of translate how is that extreme accepted at home?
Burning Man is it's well structured, it's well organized, very safe and remarkably clean, but it's anarchic in its spirit. And this lets ideas, fester and bloom in a way that a very structured environment doesn't. I think it's really important to experience it to understand what can really drive creativity.
This is the best 7 days of the year for me. I love coming out here. I just love the whole atmosphere. It's like nothing else.
For somebody who is interested to come to Burning Man and doesn't know what to expect, it doesn't matter. Come, get ready to be dirty, get ready to be dusty, get ready to be shocked, but understand that nobody's judging you. Nobody's telling you how you should look, what you should dress, how you should wear. Your way of expressing, your way of doing, your way of living it for these 7 days is your way, and you're allowed. And you are radically accepted in this environment. And that's extremely important, because in our default world, we are not radically accepted. we're always working in cliches and cliques, and it's a form of survival.
Yeah, put in the boxes.
Yeah. And
here is the one big box.
And it's healthy, and that's normal. That's normal in society. But like Richard said, here is one big box, one big community coming together, and we are consciously pulling the plug on the normal rules of society.
From doctors to students, innovators, and Cirque du Soleil, we're all one neighborhood at Burning Man. This is Michaela Guzy from Black Rock City.